Hello all. Another thing I could get called Silly Selwyn. Sometimes I'm not the most sensible people, but I can be. I've been asked a few questions and give a few answers. Now, my answers may not be the best ones, but I'll always try and help out the best I can. First one is not a helpful one, but it is, why do I wear such a short frameless? Well, it was a normal length. I doubled it around my wrist and I get anxious. I suffer from anxiety and I end up chewing it. So as it's got shorter, I've tied the knot further and further down, and now it's this long. So before long, I'm going to need another 1632 tube. I've got a scar on my wrist up here where I've been chewing at it for years now. I'm also chewing my nails, but since I've had this, it's kept me busy. Somebody else asked last week, sorry for the delay, why do I keep on shooting my hand? Well, there could be many, but everything needs to be square. Not like that, because if you imagine your hand like that, it wouldn't happen. A lot less likely. If you, what would that be called, canted? You're making that fork gap a lot smaller. Also, another one would be, when you are checking your bands, check they're the same length. If the pouch isn't sitting quite level, one's going to contract quicker than the other, which will technically push a ball up or down depending on which way it is. So as you're looking down your bands, everything's got to be square. If your hand's back, you're putting your hand closer. If your hand's forwards, so you're pointing where you're going to, that's putting your hand a lot closer into the firing line. And so it could be because you're canted either way. I've been asked, what's this little lump? I don't know if I've answered this one, I might have done. I think I have girly hands. And my fingers, this finger here, just kept on slide down. So I've just put a bulge in it with some paracord. I think Rapmaster and Dan Layton wouldn't be very happy. But that's why that's there. Just stops my finger sliding down. And yeah, ensures my grip is right. So final one, I've been asked the last couple of days. Once again, I've been back to long draw. I do love it. And how do you know where to put your floating anchor? There is a clue. You can put the bands against the side of your face. Now, if you're indoors like me shooting, you don't really want to try finding out where it goes, because it could go anywhere. It could hit the running machine we've got there, which we're saving up for a zombie apocalypse. We're going to put them by the doors if any zombies ever attack, and then they can't get in. Or it could go up and get the wallpaper or the mirror. The mirror is still there, still alright, it's just a sleeping bag on it, because better play safe. So how do you find your anchor point? Well, what I did was, my anchor point, if I'm short draw, is to my cheekbone. So if I put that there, I basically drew a line there with the pen, and that's where my cheekbone is. Reason for this is that it is narrow. So that's narrow, yeah? Now, as I pull it, you'll see it travels further up my face, and that's because of this. Yeah? So, the further the strip bands are stretched out, if it's here, it's narrow. If you had your frame right here, it'd be at its widest, so you'd be right slap bang in the middle of it. But for a 90mm frame, I've just gone just over the height of it, and if I am not quite sure on where I am, I just tap it against my face. Now, this is what I have been doing, is tapping it against my face, but I didn't know whether I was right or wrong. Last night, T-Rex and Andy Low Plinks on YouTube were doing a live, and they're both long draw men, and I asked the question on there, and yes, they do tend to tap the bands just against the face slightly, just to check it's round about the same right area. So that's what they do. Some even leave the band still against the face and don't get it. I mean, don't hit the face when I say don't get it. So let's have a go. I'm not going to edit this video at all. I'm going to post it from the start to the finish. So hopefully it works all right with this target now. So I'll go to my draw length. We're going to go to about there. Ding, 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 ding. God, that's so comfy doing it, aren't we? Right, let's try again. And thankfully I got it.